Hey everyone, welcome to our video series Canal Days, and thanks for joining us for today's episode of the recreational parks throughout Chicopee, Massachusetts. I am your host Carrie, here with my co-host, local historian and founder of the Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, Robert Kumu. As your personal tour guide, Robert will lead you through some of the most iconic sites and their legends of historic significance throughout New England's preeminent and pivotal state of Massachusetts. With his expert insights, every monument and memorial story comes to life. Afterwards, don't forget to check out his website, holyokecanaltour.org, to access the full Canal Days video and podcast series, and also check out his in-person public tours he offers throughout Western Mass and the 2025 schedule for these special events. You can also book personalized private tours for groups of all sizes, tailored to your interests. To discover that and much more, remember to log on to holyokecanaltour.org. So, Robert, can you inform us of some of the parks amongst Chicopee, Mass?
And there's a lot of them. So Williams Park is a fairly new one, and it's very large and pretty. It's right at the edge of Chicopee State Park. This is the Tella Park and Strawberry Park and Sheridan Street Mini Park. It's probably the smallest park that Holyoke really has. Chicopee really has. Then there's Sarah Jane Sherman Memorial Park, right on the side of Stefanik School. There's Rivers Park, which is always very busy. There's Reyes Park with a big swimming pool. There's Preston Park, Nash Field, Letwin Field, which is right next to a school, and that happens a lot in Chicopee. You got these parks and school arrangements all over the place. There's Lincoln Grove Park. There's Ike Albert Park, a fairly medium-sized one. Garrity Grove, Fairview Park, Dana Park, Bowling Park, Bowie Park, and the Bow Park, which is near the Bow School, Aldo Mills Common. And then you got a big one, Zutt Park. And then you have a few memorial parks for war plaques. And we're going to show off a few today. So what's the next question?
Which park out of the ones you just listed for us would you recommend most, and could you depict some of its characteristics or features?
Alright, I like Nashville the best, and the reason why it connects to the Chicopee bike path. And I love to ride my bike, and it's right next to the river too. And it has a big field, so you can walk around it too. So let's go see parts of it and see what it's like. A pump station, in case it floods, the Connecticut River comes inward, they can always pump it out. But it has lots of fields here, but it also has an obstacle course or a ramp thing for small bicycles. It does have a small pool. I wonder if it operates anymore. And there's a sign. And so we're going to go towards the bike path area. Okay, and this is fairly new for Chicopee. It starts at the Chicopee sewage location. And for now it ends up here. They want to connect the southern end with the Springfield bike path, and they want to connect this northern end with a bike path that goes upwards to South Hadley. And there's a lot of open room down there for probably in 3/4 of a mile. You can see it's empty, so they want to open that up and connect it to the one over here, and that should happen. And the Connecticut River I just showed you is out there, and there's streets back here, and only a few of them that they allow to connect to the bike path, so people can get on these side streets too. So it's a very interesting arrangement, and most of the time a very leveled out bike path. Okay, and this is one end of it, and you can see where it continues. And when they put it in, they can either put it in the top of the berm that's here, like they did with that, or they can keep it going and go off to the green side, which is going for a very long time in the distance. So when they get the money, they're going to extend it in both directions. The one in Springfield is very large. There's one in Southwick, Chicopee, and other communities like East Hampton, Northampton, Hadley, and they want to connect them at some point, and that would be wonderful to do. And this is Nash Park. And I'll finish off by saying the parks of Chicopee are quite wonderful. There's a lot of them, and they all have their personality. You can go out there and enjoy their look. Thank you.